This is BC, before cancer. And that was my before BC hair. Straight and long. And I look very different. Still the same smile.
How are you?
Hi, Dr. Shink.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Feeling okay?
Yes, except
Obviously
for
a little warm.
hot flash.
Hot
yeah.
flash.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how's that going?
Yeah, it's going.
It's such a blur, like when you're diagnosed with cancer. It's not like you really think that far into it that, okay, cancer, hysterectomy, I can't have kids. I've always wanted to be a mom. Ever since I was little, I've wanted to be a mom. I guess in the midst of cancer, you don't really expect to be talking about motherhood.
There have been many times in the course of my career where I've seen the consequences of what we do on someone's fertility. We had very much an ambulance mentality 20 years ago. We would ride in on our white horse and everybody was just happy that they were alive. It was heroic, but we want to go beyond heroic. We want to take care of the whole patient. The support of Friends of Prentice makes it possible for us to reach the next level of patient care and offer them absolutely the best care available anywhere in the world.
Your hair's growing back. It looks great.
It sure is.
The patient that sent her tissue to us today, she has endometrial cancer. She consented to send one of her ovaries to us here at Northwestern to begin developing the experimental options. We're working on a method to isolate the follicles from that ovary after it's been removed and grow them completely in a petri dish, and now take that mature egg, and that can be fertilized and used down the line. You can actually see a follicle. It's very glassy looking, and that's one of her small follicles that would be ready for her reproductive cycle next month. We're basically collapsing the fertility management into the shortest period of time possible to allow you to focus entirely on fighting and surviving that cancer diagnosis.
Straighten out your arm.
For all I went through, I hate those.
After having chemotherapy and surgery, I knew that I wouldn't be able to have children. And I had to figure out fertility options.
This is for CA125, correct?
I realized how small a chance it was to have a child just freezing eggs, and that I really, really needed to go a step further and freeze embryos.
Ready? 1, 2.
Being that I was single, I had to choose the father of my children in about 48 hours. My girlfriend called me and said that her husband wanted to be my donor.
All right, there you go. You're all set.
And I mean, I can't think of a more selfless gift, to give somebody life and to help me with that when I was in such an awful, awful place.
We met online through Match.com.
It was magic. And then she wrote back with her phone number.
Not right away.
I said, that was a little fast, but it was February when I went and got the ring.
He sat next to me and started saying some really wonderful stuff, really nice things. And then he got down on his knee, and that's when I started crying, and he asked me to marry him. And then 2 months to the day later, I went for a regular MRI, and they saw 2 masses. I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer.
That was probably one of the hardest days of my life.
Me too. Hi.
Hi. Hi. We're going to see Holly's beautiful dress. Oh, gorgeous. Wow. Can't wait to see you in it.
It's really stunning.
Mm-hmm.
Try it on, try it on.
We both knew that we wanted to have kids someday.
Yeah. I don't think it was ever any kind of question.
I know it was such a drastic change, and the cancer and the mastectomies and what have you, and then adding on there, guess what? You're probably not going to be able to have kids on your own. Would just add more and more weight.
Oh, she is.
Oh my
Okay, if you want to go step up.
In that first week of diagnosis, we met with Dr. Kaiser. He talked with us about all of the different fertility preservation options. I had to give myself shots every night to go through with the egg harvesting.
And then they ended up getting, 5 or 6?
They took 8, and 5 were viable.
Say thumbs up. Good choice.
I think about them. I do sometimes. I mean, to think that we really have actual embryos that
Well,
are...
she wanted a Mother's Day gift.
I love that.
Definitely, it gave a lot of hope. And it's just such a positive thing to look forward to at the end of treatment, that we're going to get married and we have this opportunity and a great family, and he'll be such a good dad.
Do you want a veil too?
How do you like it?
You want to put it on your head?
It's changing the paradigm in many ways. Your mind now is focused not only on this crisis, but on surviving the disease and moving back to a healthy life. And that healthy life for many young people with cancer includes having a family.
I don't think that cancer has to be the end of the road. It doesn't have to be, a death sentence. It doesn't have to be the end of the opportunity to have children. I think I'm living proof that, I could have kids next month if I wanted to.
Giving someone back a reason to live is critical. One of the sad things about cancer treatment is if someone gives up, they die. And so the last thing we want to do is take away everything they want, every reason they have to live. Give them a reason to live. They're going to fight a lot harder.